Alright, well, while Shell munches on crackers, I'm going to go shopping. Yeah, those are definitely Kickstarter backers. Okay, so I have a lot of money. Let's spend it all. So what is that? Only a small damage bonus, unfortunately. Oh, but it does let you high striker. It literally does let you hit enemies much higher than normal. Okay. Well, everybody's going to be wearing gold. You might hear a bit of crackering. Let's see, glasses.
Salty.
What do we want? Plate glove, prep gauntlet, regular gauntlets. Alternatively, it might do jumping or running. Because one consideration is, like, we've been moving really slow. And the extra movement speed might actually make more of a difference than a little bit of damage. Let's make it so she can just chase people down. I'm thinking maybe with Raynor. The extra damage is nice, but I don't know. It's not scaling as well. Whereas if we can go hella fast, that'll probably help more. Now that's loud. You're being loud. You're being rude. Ooh. Green Berets, extra HP, that's good.
Like half a cracker left at the bottom.
You monster. You monster.
There we go, I have the cracker.
Okay, fire crossbow does fire damage. Says it fires a volley of bolts. Try the other one. Yeah, you should. Did I not give this guy a staff? Go figure, he was garbage. I see. So the Battle Mage hat, interesting enough, increases my attack power as well. Which is just confusing.
I think one of those items actually had a, Oh, a couple of those items are actually starting to display resistances now.
Yeah. Well, a number did earlier. There was the, Traveler Garb? Or, no, there was some, like, fur hat. They gave, cold resistance earlier. But yeah, if I wanted to, I could actually really start pushing some elemental immunity.
We don't know what kind of elements we're going to be facing.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because elemental resistances, they make sense if, say, you're adventuring in different regions of the world and one region is, you know, swathed in flame and molten lava. Then you're like, okay, sure. I'll get a fire resistant and heat resistant garb. And then yeah, you venture into the barren tundras and frigid mountain passes. And then you're like, okay, fine. Then I'll get the cold and ice resistance gear. And then you have the, you know, you'll venture into the abyss, a deep underwater grave for many a ship. And then it's like, okay, fine. I'll get something that has water breathing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Battle Mage hat. Let's get Green Berets. Okay, so she's still got a silver axe. Now, does the chopper does not have element, does damage? Oh, she can actually use scythes.
Oh. Well, as a demon knight?
Makes sense, actually.
See, demon knight would definitely be the Blade Wolf, Yeah,
Blade Wolf is jealous.
Blade Wolf is definitely jealous of Anadine's demon knight status. Could you imagine a cyborg werewolf with like demonic influence or blood?
Yeah,
and
that's
the kind of mishmash character that I suppose people have those like cringeworthy OC like, why? Where they're absolutely everything edgy.
Oh yeah. Maximum Edge is beautiful. I mean, it's dumb as shit, but it's, I don't know, I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give him a pair of wizard gloves. Okay, so they are maxed out.
Could you imagine that
wow,
backstory?
That's expensive. Well, we're out of money.
You know, I was born but a human boy until I found out that my father was actually demon spawn.
And my mother was an angel, but also a dragon. But also...
I was ostracized, and it wasn't until I ventured into the deep woods that I found my true potential. There was an old man who took me in, and it was not long before I found out he was in fact a werewolf. One night...
Now, werewolf is not nearly edgy enough.
No, but then he gets cursed to be a werewolf or a vampire by his supposed mentor, maybe even... And then or maybe not even by the mentor, maybe by a rival of the mentor. And then the mentor, you know, sends him on his way and says, you know, you must strike the others down so that they won't be able to turn more innocent people. Because of your demonic and angelic bloodlines, you're able to control your newfound power, and you won't devolve into a beast. And then you're like, okay, awesome. Because you know how in those werewolf and vampire stories, when there's the good werewolf or vampire, it's because they have some means to control their urges to kill people. And with his, you know, angelic blood, maybe he would.
Hacky as shit.
At the same time, you know, his demonic father might, you know, speak to him anytime he lights a campfire and is like, son, one day you will join me as the prince of the apocalypse. And he'll be like, no, father, no. I don't want to do that. There are too many good people in the world. And throughout his journeys, the, you know, the poor Blade Wolf angel demon boy finds out that, you know, there are actually quite vile people in the world, and maybe when he lights that campfire, his father's words start to ring true in his ears, his very fluffy wolf ears. Except, and even at his low point, he gets an arm chopped off, and that's how he becomes a cyborg. He's able to get a machinist or a machinist, how do you pronounce it, to craft him a new arm. And it turns out that later on in the plot, this robotic arm allows him to wield a weapon that would normally, like, burn demon kind, but it's the only thing that can actually kill the demons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can just have the MacGuffins, like, piling up.
Stacking them up.
Because, do you know what I mean?
It's
Come on,
painful to listen to this.
You're the one that
It
likes
is.
to create funny stories.
No, it is true.
And
I am just mildly brain dead. This game takes a lot of my focus.
I'm just surprised you didn't want to embellish Blade Wolf's backstory.
I am very sleepy for what... Well, I know exactly.
Oh, I know.
I'm
We're
very
sleepy. Yes.
Huh.
That's the temple just ahead. And who was leaving it? What are those? Brr. They. Could you imagine that? Now, are they playing their flute beaks with their nostrils? Like, are they
Yes.
plugging their nostrils?
Yeah, so if they plug them all, they shoot snot cannons.
That, or they intentionally drill stuff into their noses, which would be...
Also, I found Blade Wolf's endgame. Blade hands, blade legs, nail back.
No, watch that be, like, his childhood friend or half-brother.
That was converted into the
That
true
was
Blade Wolf, and he's jealous.
No, not necessarily converted into the true Blade Wolf, but got mangled at the beginning of his story, which sent him fleeing into the woods in the first place. And then he comes back later, you know, like Captain America and Bucky style of,
Yeah.
you know, controlled by the enemy, which gives him an incentive to know, you know, this villain I've been fighting this whole time, no, he's in fact my best friend or brother. You know, how could this be? And then he can't kill him. even though it's a murder monster.
Well, no, this is Blade Wolf. He'll kill the shit out of it. He'll just feel mildly bad about it. And stare, like, stoically into the sunset for a while.
And maybe even in his, like, last dying throes, his former brother or best friend is like, that arm, it's the weapon it can wield. It's
take
the
my
only
arm.
Means to
It'll be the way to. It's the only way you can slay your father. But he can't. But Blade Wolf can't hear him because.
No, this is a completely separate. We're not making.
What? No, that.
Also, it looks like a
it.
blue-footed booby.
It's a blue-footed honky.
And several hostile creatures as well. We'll need to deal with them first, as their music will slowly drive us mad. Are you feeling all right, Anadine? You look pale. No, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Also, there's a red-footed booby, too.
There is. See, I think they're just here to jam. And we're just gonna mess that up because we're awful people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Actually, I have a good name for them. I will call that one a blue bassoony.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I don't know, bassoons are wind instruments, right?
Yeah, no, it works.
Well, actually, they should have names
What
when
is
we
this
hover
thing?
over them. These monsters seem very agitated. I've never seen the like of that odd-looking thing there. Perhaps that's the reason. There is something unclean about it. I mean, look at all that sanguinous material that's coating its blades.
We will call it the hepatitis. Hepatitis. Oh shoot!
Isn't it tetanus? You're
right,
thinking
you're
of?
right.
Although
You're right, it's
you
tetanus.
can't get hepatitis from blood contamination if that's what you mean. Hepatitis B or C.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Hepatitis
stepped
C
on a
affects
rusty
your
nail
liver.
once, and they were like, how many of these boosters have you had?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And they're like, "You need to tell us, because, like, we should be calling an ambulance." And I'm like, "I'm a middle schooler. I don't know."
But when did you step on a nail?
I was in a Science Olympiad class, and we were making trebuchets. Here, let's finish the
Okay,
dialogue
sure.
at least.
There is something unclean about it, as I said before. Be careful, everyone.
Oh, that's that critter. Okay.
Wait, that's the critter, not the blade beast that's sitting between...
Well, no, there's this weird thing that kind of looks like a weird murdernoid.
It looks like a bat. Naga. Oh, man, look at it again! It's hopping on a foot
It's
tail. No, but look.
Kangas something. It won't.
Yeah,
It looks way dumber, and it's
It's a bat. It's a bouncy bat snake with toes on the end
that
of its
is
tail.
a weird thing. Okay, I'm gonna operate under the assumption that this guy's weak to holy magic.
What is it called? Oh, you
It's a
Gorm, the undefeated. Oh, and those are, yeah, it's a series of nails that have been just...
Oh yeah, and it's got
pressed into his
extra.
back.
It's got extra arms. Like
Really?
it would normally have 4 arms, but they've been. 2 of them have been crossed over its shoulders, over its chest, and then nailed into its shoulders.
Oh, gross.
Gorm, the do not want.
Wait, does it have a little... It has a little reed.
I'm a little disappointed you can't just see its giant freaking nose. Just
The nose sticking up out of the water. That makes
Just
sense.
being like.
But don't you know, the nose wouldn't function as a proper breathing apparatus because you'd have to plug up all of the
Yeah.
holes. It wouldn't work. It'd be leaking
Yeah,
water
you're
into
right.
it.
I like the music for this.
Mm-hmm.
Can I stab this
Wait,
guy?
what is it called? A katuka or
A
yeah.
Niwat
a niwat?
and a Warwat. actually pretty decent illustrations for these things.
Yeah.
Bango.
It's odd that gold weapons would be higher grade, considering gold is such a soft metal. Oh.
Yeah, so she can hurt herself for a big damage boost. Let's see. Elementalism. So I can hit. This guy's weak to earth. Bango!
Whoa!
Bonk! Oh god. It's never happened to me before, but I've always been afraid of somebody like hitting a straw.
Into your mouth further?
Yeah.
Ooh. I understand why straws exist. At the same time, I know that
get
many
by fine without them.
I think many countries are banning them, or they want to shift towards the paper ones that can biodegrade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because if you think of, there's so many straws that end up in the noses of sea turtles. I've seen too many videos of people finding a sea turtle with a straw, like only an inch of it sticking out of their nose, and they pull the rest of it out, like from their throat and the back of their like nasal cavity, and it's just like, oh, because they try eating them.
Yep.
The animals don't know any better.
See, I would love it if straws were not just biodegradable, but like edible.
Oh yeah, because there are the people that are they made out of a like a hard pressed. You probably couldn't use sugar. Maybe? I don't know.
would say like some kind of soy protein or whatever, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely ways that you could do it. Because like, imagine if it was like a straw. You know, it might not necessarily taste amazing, but you know, it's got like a decent flavor.
But why not just drink something from a cup? Do people have a phobia about drinking from the rim of a cup?
Sometimes, yeah.
I can understand that, but just have good washers? Ish? Which begs the question, how detrimental is soap in the grand scheme of things? Because everyone takes showers with shampoo and conditioner and washes their clothes with detergent and puts little powder packets into their dishwasher without even a second thought.
Blade Wolf
Really?
out of nowhere to slay his weird horror friend. There can only be one Blade Man.
But have you ever thought of that? And like, sure, the soap is going down the drain and probably to the water treatment facility.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Honestly, I don't like straws that much. I don't need them unless it's something very specific. But like, I'm trying to think. There's definitely like things that I've had in the past that could totally maybe be a straw. And like, it'd be so fun to like just finish your meal and then you just kind of eat this like very just like mild, almost palate cleanser type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the meal. Oh, right. Shoot.
What?
I need to have him kill these guys. Because he's got the, well, that actually works out fine. He's got the, collect pelts.
Oh, yeah.
Beat trait thing.
Have you actually been able to use Anadine yet?
Yeah, she killed the weird bouncy lizard.
She cured. Okay. She killed the bouncy lizard. They really do look like boobies.
They really do.
Because I think boot-footed boobies go side to side on their legs like that too, don't they?
Maybe?
As part of their mating dance. As awkward as that sounds. Because that's why they have the bright blue feet in the first place, right?
Yeah. I think that's the case. Warcraft. Stunning strike. Couldn't kill him. There we go.
I sometimes wish animals were capable of having blue and green and red and, you know, like, peculiar color fur. I mean, obviously you can get ruddy browns and oranges and golds. And if you're on the more, like, melanistic side, then you have the dark black fur. And on the albino side, you have, like, the whites. Though there are creatures that aren't albino that also have white fur. And a smattering of, like, gray. Where the gray is either achieved by just having it a flat color itself, or with a scattered mix of black and white hairs. I think among horses and stuff, I think it's called roan. You can have, like, red roans and blue roans. Blue roans being gray. A lot of gray creatures are called blue somethings because I suppose they have a blue tinge. If there's a tiny bit of, like, tan or brown added to a gray that looks like a blue, they actually call them lavenders. And it makes sense. If you add a little bit more warmth, then it takes on...
Lavender also just sounds better than, like, gray.
It's a taupe. Taupe is more of like a tan, though.
Oh, wow.
Gray taupe.
So apparently, because some of my characters are getting kind of overleveled, using first aid on them is actually getting almost as much EXP as just a straight up kill. That's kind of nice. Note to self, level Raynor to the point of absurdity. Become stupid. Because yeah, I'm farming way more EXP just healing Raynor repeatedly. Okay, survival, collect pelts. That should kill the Narwhal. Bango. Sadly, I cannot steal from them. Let's see, anatomy. Heal. Unfortunately, he's a better healer than everybody else.
Does it only attack with sound? I haven't actually witnessed them.
Yeah, I think it only does attack with sound.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh. Ancient power, brain, soul. Yoink. Oh. Why was it like a gene sequence?
Well, maybe... What was the skill that you used? Wander?
Sorry, I used, do I? Yeah, that's not going to do a whole lot of damage. I used Drained Soul, and it was a double helix.
Well, maybe the Maw altered the DNA of the Immortals, which is why they're immortal. It's not maybe just a magic infusion. Maybe it's something at the genetic level. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe
that's
even
thin
imparted upon them Maw DNA. How about that?
Yeah, but I'm just draining MP. That's it. Oh.
Maybe magic derives from your cells, like midichlorians.
Don't say that word.
I expect some kind of welcoming party inside, so be on guard. Anadine! I don't think I can enter the temple. I feel strange, sick, and it keeps getting worse as I get closer to the door.
The dark energies corrupting Anadine are reacting to the relic within the temple. You'd best wait in town, young lady.
Yes, I think Yates is right. This close to the entrance, I can barely stand. There's no way I can enter. All right. Head back to town and rest. We'll be along shortly. Yates, we need your expertise. This relic has to tell us something.
I'll do what I can. Okay. Let's see. I guess we're just going to very quickly go over abilities. Learn abilities. Danger. Because, yeah, we picked up a fair bit there. Multi-shot. That's okay.
You think the battle is going to run on for a long period of time, or you just want to level everyone up?
It's always a good idea to level up kind of beforehand.
Mm-hmm. No, that's true. So, I'd almost thought that when they were bringing her closer to the temple, I'm like, oh no, is this going to be a thing where all of the dark energies keep going into Anadine and eventually you, as the marked or potential immortal candidate, is going to have to defeat Anadine, who is going to essentially be the Maw Reborn? But now, if they are in fact sending her back, then what if the entire party, at one after the other, start to get corrupted, if you will? That'd be weird. That or things go swimmingly. Though they never did explain who are those two figures that were leaving the temple just before we got...
I don't think they even noticed them.
Mm-hmm. Because there was like a hooded character and then there was someone else.
It was one of the little dudes.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. Do we have time? Nah. I don't think we're going to be able to fit in the next battle without making this episode run a little long. So we'll see you guys in the next episode of Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark. And as always, thanks for watching.